As a born American, born here on the soil, I reflect back to my childhood days and my teenage days. And medications and antichrists and doctors have been around for a long time. We just didn't see them because we were medicated and wrapped up in the world. I'm going to school you on some serious stuff, and I hope you got your mind on. First, your psyche. That's your spirit or soul. Now, your soul is the basis of your being. Your spirit, whether good or evil, kind of guides you on which way to go when you're indecisive. Your conscience is that tells you if you're doing right or wrong. A lot of people don't have one of those now. Dictionary tells you it's functioning center of thought, emotion, and behavior. Now, psychedelic, that generates hallucinations, distortions of your perception. Now, when I was a teenager and I was put on drugs for epilepsy, against my will, by the way, I looked up some of that stuff. My mom was a nurse and she had PTRs and such. And a lot of the drugs I was on were psychedelic drugs or psychotropic drugs.
And as soon as I read that and looked it up, I stopped taking them. I pretended to take them.
Which cause you to be nuts. Causes hallucinations and distorts your perception. They want your perception distorted so you can't see them. Psychiatry, medicine, a branch of medicine that deals with diagnosis, prevention, yada, yada, yada. Psychiatry, I now know that I'm not medicated, is evil also. They want to know all about your thoughts, and they don't need to know. God knows your thoughts. They don't need psychiatry, and them don't need to know. Now, it's going down. Psychic, possessing extraordinary mental powers, ESP, and telepathy. Well, there's a whole lot of other powers on there that they don't mention. And some use it for good, and some use it for evil. If you use it for good, the psychiatry wants to put you on psychotropic drugs and mess up your spirit and soul. Psychologists, a trained by man to perform psychological research and testing and therapy. That means if you have a sound mind, they want to mess that up. More than likely, they're demonic and they don't have a sound mind, so they don't want you to have one. Psychometrics, if I pronounced that right. Give me a break. I just got a GED. It took me 4 or 5 years to get that. Deals with testing and measuring the psychological variables such as intelligence. What are these variables? They want to know all about you. Now, I got news for you. Some of you out there have some very special and strange skills, and you've been told you're crazy and you've been medicated so you can't use them. Well, they're God-given skills, and you're supposed to use them to fight the Antichrist. You're not crazy. Get off the meds. That's my spiritual advice. Psychopath, a person with an antisocial personality disorder, aggressive, perverted, or criminal behavior. Okay, now if you've done all my videos, I'm not that either. I'm not antisocial. I just don't like evil people. And unfortunately, there's a lot of them around. So I'm very particular about who I associate with. I'm not perverted. I'm not aggressive. And let's talk about criminal behavior. As for me, all my criminal behavior as an adult stemmed from being lied on, being attacked, being set up, and being medicated. Psycho, your mind or your mental. Psychoactive, affecting the mind or mental process. So when you take any pill whatsoever, I don't care what the books say, I don't care what the label says, it affects your mental process. Even on a mental form from Social Security Administration's psychologist says, do you use the following substances: tea, coffee, soda, cigarettes, alcohol, pain pills, pot, marijuana, cocaine, meth, or other? They want to know what you're taking or drinking or eating or whatever that affects your mental process. Physical therapy. The mechanical means: exercise, heat, light, massage. Mechanical means, that means you go into a place and these people that you don't know take you and twist you. And my last experience was they hurt me pretty bad. Physician, a medical doctor. Physic, medicine or drug to cure, heal, or heal. Natural science. Well, there is no drug that I know of that will cure or heal anything. It's a ruse, it's a lie, it makes you worse. And natural science, that's kind of a contradictory thing there. All the natural stuff is herbs and leaves and foods, nuts, stuff like that. Pharmacy, the art of preparing and dispensing drugs. A drugstore. Drugs. Let's talk about drugs. Marijuana's a drug, pot's a drug, crack's a drug, crank's a drug. Your medications are a drug. They changed it from drugstore to pharmacy because pharmacy just rolls off the tongue and it sounds more elegant. It's still a drugstore. It's just legalized drugs. And I got right here, pharmacy, farm, F-H-A-R, because they are planting you. Medicine, the science of diagnosing, treating, blah, 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 blah. Now, God versus science. God always wins. That's just a fact. It's science. It is not exact. It's an experiment. Your lab rats. And your outcome isn't going to be good, let me tell you. An agent used to treat disease. Well, in the Holy Bible, there are incurable diseases. And that's just the way it is. And God made it that way. Something serving as a remedy or a corrective. Well, I'll wear a knee brace, a leg brace. It's a remedy. It's not a pill. It's not medicine. Shamanistic practices or beliefs. Okay. Witch doctors. Shamanistic. Now, it started as an American Indian natural meds of herbs and prayers and grass, and it's still a witch doctor thing. In America, the white man took over and turned around. Now, sham, treatment, the act of dealing with something or someone, the application of remedies to relieve or cure a disease or disorder. The diseases or disorders of today are not curable. Forget it. God cures it, or you go to the doctor, they give you pills and treatments that makes you worse, cut you up, whatever. It's just fact. Shamanistic practices. Sham. Something false. False character, imposter, not genuine, fake. A shaman. A tribal society that mediates between spirit worlds for healing, divination, and control over natural events. Okay, let's talk about this. Spirit worlds. When you contact the spirit worlds, you don't know which ones you're getting. You better, oh yeah, that's right. You could be made worse. Divination. In the Holy Bible, divination, witchcraft, that's all evil to God. You don't do it. You don't get involved in it. It's evil. Control over natural events. God controls over natural events. That's just the way that is. And any other entity that tries to control natural events, I'm sorry for them. Let's go back up. Science is an agent. Shamanistic practices and beliefs. Medicine, that's what that is. It's witch doctors. It's a sham. It's divination. Break it all down. Some of you, I don't think you can do it because you're medicated. Treat, to act or behave. To handle or cover. To provide with entertainment. To give medical aid. Something paid for by someone else, a special delight or pleasure. Add those up. Treatment. They are acting like they're fixing you. You're entertaining them. They're getting paid to mess you up. And it's fun for them. Because bullies have fun with your body and your soul. Drug. A medicine used in treatment of disease. Number 2, a narcotic or an hallucinogen. Drugging. Drugged. To mix in with food or drink to administer a drug. To stupefy or dull with or as with a drug. Druggist. Pharmacist. Now let's see what stupefy means. To dull the senses of. To daze. Stupid. Slow to learn or understand, lacking intelligence. In a dazed or stunned state. Are you following me? Your medications are making you stupid. They're dulling your senses. They've got you in a daze. Stupor, a state of reduced sensibility, a daze. A state of mental numbness as from shock. Well, I got news for you. A state of mental numbness comes from drugs too. All drugs affect your mind, your skills. You take pills, you listen to radio and TV, you're brainwashed and medicated stupid. Wake up. Police state, a state in which the government exercises rigid and repressive controls by means of a secret police force. I don't watch TV. I don't do the news. I live in the real world. And I believe NSA and their citizens police operatives are that secret police. Let me tell you what they do. They find out through your cell phone, of course, who you hang out with and where you hang out. And then they plant them there, Go see who this so-and-so talks to and what they talk about and so on and so forth. Trying to catch you doing stupid stuff because you're medicated, like trying to buy drugs or trying to steal something, or you get my picture, right? Anything they can get to get you. Now, this is 2016, and I know who's who and who's what, okay? You don't want to go to a hospital, a doctor, and you don't want to go to a jail.
Or treatment facility.
You better start walking a straight and narrow line, and you can't do it medicated. Now, they want you to take pills and be under their control and self-terminate. Or, as you've heard in previous videos, no money, no food, no home, etc. You may end up in jail. So what? You get 3 hots in a cot. You don't want to end up there, but it's better than going to hell. And that's a fact. 'Tis better to be alone and sober-minded on earth than to be bound for hell with many friends. Yeah, that's my proverb. Now, I know NSA is supposed to be the National Security Agency. I believe that's a ruse also. I believe it's the National Society of Antichrists. Yeah. They're protecting their own, and they're eliminating who's not. Now, going back to this barcode. This barcode was on a bag of bread. As you can see, it's 696 or 666. Be informed. Well, the police and the military in your future and global satellites will be able to read who you are, who you know, what you eat, where you are, and tune in to your cell phone to know what you say. Complete world domination and control. Tribulation or hell. That's hell on earth there. They are testing it now on food items with your smartphone. You see, what you don't know is every item that's created, like cell phones, and no, this isn't human technology, by the way, if you were wondering that, is tested before it goes into full operation. Just like some meds are tested on humans. The small barcodes on your food can tell them how much food you have and what kind. The key tags you have for discounts at stores, when you scan them, show you what you bought and so on and so forth. You don't notice these strange people about you that just don't seem right. Their lights are on, but nobody's home. When you get sober-minded, you're going to see the world as it really is. And for all those of you foreigners dying to come to America, trying to come to America, don't do it. What you see on TV, I don't know what's on there now, but it's not all game shows, and it's
soaps.
Not all people rescuing people. That's TV. That's make-believe. And I don't know about your countries. I've never been there. But at least you know what you have, where you are, and you don't know what you're going to get. Holy God in heaven, help us. If He chooses to. Police out and about trapping people to get them in trouble. Traps and snares. I do right the opposite. I'm getting information to help you. This lady I told weeks before she had a stroke not to go to Baptist Health, not to go to any doctors or take meds. Then later I saw her, and this is what she tells me. And the kicker is, she used to be a nurse. Okay, that made I had I didn't get her in my I told you. I warned you, didn't I, honey? Did I warn you? You did. Okay. And that's why I told her I'm not installed here right now. Well, you shouldn't be out there because you realize that facilities are not with you. People could take advantage of you. No, nobody listens to me. You didn't. I told her, I said, don't go to the hospital. She went, I didn't go. They made you go? I had to get it. My daughter called the ambulance. Saturday. They left me on 4 Saturday. I don't remember. Just later there. And they said that and he said, I want my mother to another illness. So they, and I didn't get to write, I've never written in that color. No. She later says that they gave her an aspirin, which you could do at home, and then they found other complications. Well, the last time I saw her, a few weeks ago, before this date, she was coherent, lively. They said they found other complications, and now she's just completely medicated. And this is what else Baptist Health done to this lady. And she'll take care of all this. She'll remove your body, sweetie. And then they said that straight up. It was a bad and when they get started, she was knocked out. In fact, I'm nuts because I won't go to the doctor. Eli will come out with your head. Eli will come out. Well, you will come out more likely worse than you went in. Pardon? Yeah, they don't do that no more. They already hard and cold. used to have benches by the doors in a certain store, and now they don't. They've got them scooted out and around the store, which they just need to buy more benches. But she tells you, the Bible says that near the end they're going to get hard and cold. I don't care what the hypocritical oath says. It's a lie. The devil is a lie. The antichrists are a lie. And if you've done all my videos, you will see that I'm not. This next guy. Keep it and give it to your sister. They're killing you with pills, and I won't take them. You see it every week in the paper. It's 3 and 4 ripples rainbow. That's a small town. Under the age of 50, it's drugs. It's medications. Yeah. Now, also, I made a video. The American heritage. As a born American, born here on the soil.
And this is what you get in America today.
But the truth.
And the truth shall set you free.